We've talked about it before. A lot of athleticism, a lot of leverage, a lot of good things in your stance, like the head-to-tail platform and stuff like that. Coming into camp today, a couple of things that we saw that need some attention. Number one is you're tending to put the ball way too far out in front of you. You're overextended downfield, okay? That's going to have a tendency to stretch you out and pull too much weight forward in your stance. Now, you're a good athlete, so what you're doing to try and counterbalance that is you're hunkering back the weight of your body, pushing weight back in the hips too far, and you're ending up kind of flat-footed and overstretched. You see how I'm way out there? So essentially you're setting up like you're a guy, you know, that's 6'2" or 3" and not just 6 foot tall. And what we need to do, because of that, most of your snap was all arms. You're overstretched to get the gut into it, or to drive because you're flat-footed, you can't drive your legs back into the hips towards your target and capture that lower body motion energy, okay? So we need to take you from that position. We need to take the whole head-to-tail platform, elevate it higher off the ground by unbending the knees. You see that? When we do that, we increase the vertical aspect of our arm extension. That allows us to bring the ball closer while still having a fully extended arm for a good throw. Make sense? Okay. Once we've done that, we need to basically shift your weight forward or backward as necessary until we get the knees directly over the toes. You're solid in a 2-point balance stance, and your heels are in contact with the ground. Okay. Making those adjustments will allow you to bring the gut and the legs to bear on it. The power's there. Okay. Just getting you raised up and shortened up and balanced is going to make all the difference in the world. Okay. We're going to 3-step you the first time. You ready? You ready back there, Lane? Okay, here we go. You ready? First thing I do is pull you forward, get your knee bend to 90 less, straightens the back, extends the arms. Second thing I do is raise you up to maximize operating room under your torso. Last thing I do is push you back into the hips. Notice it's not down to the ground, but it's back into the hips towards your target till the heels touch the ground, knees are over the toes, you're solid on your feet. Now you're a little tall there. You might be more comfortable just settling a tiny bit downward with the whole head-to-tail platform. How's that feel? Give it a good hard throw. Good. Little weight forward. Now, if you're falling forward, obviously we'll need to shift the weight. If you're in the stance and not sure that you're well balanced, lift the ball off the ground, and if you have to shift to get perfectly balanced to it, then just let the ball straight down. That'll be almost an optimal arm extension every time. Okay, I'm going to 3-step you one more time. You have a long torso, you know, and so you do get kind of stretched out. But let's just make sure you're not too tall or too far away from the ball, because that's going to sap your power by being overstretched. 1, 2, 3. Now I think I pushed you back too far. Lift that ball off the ground for a second. See the shift in weight? Now set it down. Try a throw from right there. Nice and aggressive. How's that feel?
Feels good.
Very solid on the feet. I do think, Colby, that once you're set, if you were to lower yourself ever so much, the whole head-to-tail platform, you can even take the ball a little further if you need to. You're going to be that much better. You're getting very linear channeling of energy up through the legs into the hips, down the spine. It's converging in an arrow point directed at your target. That's exactly where the ball is going. Based on a proper setup, you can get more and more aggressive without having to worry about trending higher. So coming into camp, you were overstretched and hunkering back to counterbalance. We took the whole head-to-tail platform, raised it a little bit, shortened you down a touch, and then simply shifted weight around to find that balanced neutral point. Okay? Lower it just a touch for me. Come on. Try that right there. See how it feels. Better or worse?
Feels a little bit.
Maybe not. Maybe we've got you too low. Okay, let's do one more snap to close on a strong one. Here you go. I got these tendons in my toe that are crunching. It hurts. I have to start wearing those pads under my feet again. Okay. So again, without the 3-step, go ahead. You were overstretched, hunkered back, raised you up, shortened you up a bit. Sorry, God, that was bad. Shifted balance to get you where you need to be. I've never said a bad word in camp in all these years. That one came out. Feel good?
Yes.
Now just get more aggressive with it. Start throwing harder and harder, and it's going to come together. You got any questions?
No.
Okay, good job.
Sure. 13. Just 13. Step up. No, step up one. Step up one. Step back. You got to increase.
Right. Well, I didn't know if this was 12 or...
No. 13, 14.
Excellent, Colby. All right. Gary Colby Towers. That's his real name. He changed his middle name to Colby after Colby